Hey everybody, this is Carla. It's official today, Monday, February 27, 2023. I'm celebrating day 1000 of 100 Days of Cloud. So first and foremost, thank everybody for, comments and well wishes. And I wanted to shoot this video because this is a major milestone for me. I started this journey July 5th, 2020, and 1,000 days later, I feel like I've had so many positive experiences, both personally and professionally. I put the blog link in the description on carlarjenkins.com, but I wanted to come on here and for everybody, my whole community, and just go all of the things and the lessons learned about it. Usually my videos are just like less than 10 minutes, but it may go over because this is a celebratory post. I also wanted to be more informational and introspective because I do feel whenever I do videos for you, my community, that I want you to learn something from it. So we're going to go through this blog post that I talked about, and I'll talk about the major highlights that I had. As you know, I started 2020. I originally started my cloud journey in 2019 by going to the Ohio Meets Jobs, Cuyahoga County, which is where Cleveland is. And I received the Amazon Web Services cloud computing training. I also, even like 4 years ago, was talking multi-cloud, which is learning more than one cloud computing provider. That has served me well. However, I started my journey July 5th, 2020, after receiving 2 Amazon Web Services certification, my certified cloud practitioner in May of 2020, and I received my solutions architect associate in June. So starting right here from 2020, one of the milestones I had in 2020 was passing my Azure Fundamentals, or AZ 900. That officially made me multi-cloud. I never forget that I paid the $99 because at the time, it was the first year of the pandemic. I didn't know anything about the Microsoft Cloud Skills Challenge. There were monthly challenges where you complete a learning path and you would receive a free exam voucher. I learned that afterward. And just getting that, learning about other new stuff, it also helped me better understand the concept of cloud computing, not necessarily being married to a certain vendor and a certain name. So that was a big deal for me because one of the things in cloud computing is they talk a specific vendor, but if you're so married to the vendor, it's not just Amazon Web Services. It could be Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, Oracle Cloud, what have you. If you only know cloud based on a specific vendor, then you really don't know cloud computing, and that's important. So my getting that certification AZ900 put me on the way of being multi-cloud. I continued that year with passing my Oracle Foundations Associate. So at the time, I had 3. So I was AWS, Azure, and Oracle Foundation Associate in 2020. And as of this, my publication, which is today, May 27, 2023, if you were to go directly on Oracle Learning University, you could get the official Oracle Foundations exam prep and exam voucher and the Oracle Cloud Data Management Foundation Associate for free. Those are 2 entry-level cloud services. Oracle Cloud is a top 5 public cloud. You have Amazon Web Services is number 1, Microsoft Azure is number 2. You have number 3 is Google Cloud. Then you have, I believe, Salesforce, and then you have Oracle Cloud. So potential employers know that Oracle Cloud is a reputable cloud, and having those 2, and plus it's free, especially in these economically challenging times where a lot of the tech companies are laying off people and pulling back on exam vouchers. That's a great opportunity to get into cloud. And also they have free labs, which is something I highly recommend. Regardless of whatever cloud you do, please make sure that you have hands-on learning. That's something I very much strive for. So check that out. Now we're going into 2021, and this is really the year where I hit a lot of my stride, and I transitioned mostly from fundamentals or beginner certs to associate because I've accumulated a lot more experience. I also landed my first cloud job there. And that's something that I would always talk about in my videos, but I will also impart on you. Don't just have a study plan, also have an employment plan. Look at not just LinkedIn, but job descriptions to see what certifications they are recommending, what skill sets are in there, because that's the market demand. Returning back to 2020, Azure Fundamental is required for some jobs, even though it's fundamental cert, it is required, so it's very much in demand. So now returning back to 2021, the big shift for me was passing my Azure Administrator Associate retake in April. Like the floodgates completely open. There was like night and day, because before I had nothing but fundamental certs. So I had AWS. I had the associate and solutions architect, but the Azure administrator, it was like night and day. The minute I was a cloud administrator and I was certified, potential employers took me seriously. This certification also landed me my exam writer for an educational training technology company. It's like the floodgates open for employment, because now that was the catalyst. It's like, okay, she can do this, she can do that. And it was great. That was huge for me from an employability standpoint. That's something, as I mentioned, you should check out to make sure like the associates or any type of certification that you're getting is in demand. And AZ 104 is very much in demand. In 2021, it was just standalone. However, now it is the first of two steps towards becoming an Azure Solutions architect expert in Microsoft Azure. The second step would be to get AZ 305. However, but this was a big one. The next one, getting accepted into the Amazon Web Service Builder program in May 15th, 2021. That was a big game changer for me too. I do feel that on my resume got me selected for the exam writer along with AZ 104, because AWS is the cloud market leader. If you're good enough to get selected by them for a program, and yes, it's volunteer, but they were at the time that I started, 26%, or like a little over 1 in 4 of all applications. There's like 300 of us. That means there was 1,200 applications. The acceptance rate is even lower in successive ones. But it confirmed to me that my production, my content in cloud was superior, and that I should continue to keep going. It also gave me a lot of skill sets and developed and improved my career. It also laid the foundation for me to get accepted into other programs. So later in this broadcast, I'm going to talk about Deloitte. So the Deloitte one is a Deloitte Salesforce. I do feel the knowledge transfer or knowledge that I accumulated during the application process of how to create and compile my AWS Community Builders program application is the reason why I got into Deloitte Salesforce Consultant, GCP Jumpstart. I do feel that knowledge management, that knowledge transfer helped with that. As of right now, I submitted my renewal application for year 3, but I will say that this program really helped me develop as a cloud expert. So I would highly recommend it if you are into cloud computing and you have AWS certification with hands-on knowledge, because that's very important for the program. When I submitted my application in February, I had 2 AWS certifications and 3 Azure certifications, and I got accepted to the program. The next, like in 1,000 Days of Cloud, is becoming an education technology beta company tester. I develop networking, which is something I would recommend throughout this, recommending you network with others, online, in person. I've met so many people here in the United States, outside the United States. Actually, this company is outside the United States. And I got it because I built relationships with people through, my cloud journey. 100 out. You meet a lot of people on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, that are doing the same thing, and so they show interest to you, and you get a lot of opportunities. This really helped me pass a lot of certifications, because you got to have the free learning material, the free practice exams, to be able to just worry about the voucher. And it also helped me understand and work in cloud. And the really become multi-cloud, which is learning more than one cloud provider. And speaking of which, if you've been following me, you would know that I'm actively looking for opportunities in cloud. So you can get in touch with me at carlarjenkins.com/contact, because I'm looking for new opportunities here in 2023. Mostly cloud admin, engineer, and also solutions architect. So I have a lot of experience in those too. I can also serve as a TAM, which is technical account manager. So returning back to 1000, day 1000, today is February 27th. And I also wanted to start about Curated by Carla Twitter newsletter. Now, sadly, it's no longer in existence because Twitter pulled the plug on review, which was this news writing feature. However, I started it. I had 70 episodes. I had 70 issues. I was very proud of my work. I do feel that that gave me the professional to just keep current on cloud events every week in IT, cloud, and project management. Just knowing you had to write something, knowing that you had to read the material, shoot the videos, it helped you understand where cloud and where IT was going. I was very proud of the work I did. It laid the foundation for my current LinkedIn newsletter, which is called Career Trajectory, which you can, subscribe to at careertrajectory.email. It comes out every Wednesday between 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I started in September 2021 and going all the way to January of this year, 2023, before they pulled the plug. I downloaded all of my issues, and I was very, very proud of the work because it meant that I was very dedicated to technology. So I'm very happy. It also improved my technical writing skills, which is technical writing is another job. All the documentation that you see writers written it. So it helped me upgrade that and keep me current. And I'm very proud of the work that I did. Another thing in 2021 was landing the Azure cloud writing job. That helped me in technical training. That helped me in exam writing and curriculum development. That laid the foundation for me to interview for another cloud company all the way until the end. Based on that, I actually had somebody in Microsoft reach out to me regarding a technical writer position based on learning how to do the job and organize my work. I'm very happy that tens of thousands of people use the Azure fundamental questions that I've written. And I'm very happy that I was able to help people. And that's what I've always been about. But cloud, that's why I like doing education and education technology, because it helps so many people. I always view the people who come to me as they're actively self-starters. They're just asking a little bit of help to get them over the hump, and I'm very happy to provide it. So that's why I love what I do in cloud and cloud technology and helping people as a technical trainer. Next is Deloitte Salesforce Consulting. This for me, because Deloitte is globally world known and big in consulting, it really made me say, okay, I can do this. I'm in the big leagues now. I also got to learn Salesforce for free, which is the number 4 cloud here in the United States. And just the network, and that really helped me. Having that on my resume led to more opportunities. I do feel the combination of this and AWS got me accepted into the next thing I'm going to talk about, from 2021, the Google Cloud Jumpstart Associate Cloud Program. GCP, I always wanted to do the three things. I wanted to do AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud. This put me on the path of being my Google Cloud platform, cloud digital leader. Now, associate cloud is the associate, so it's a level above the fundamental cert, which is cloud digital leader. However, this program has truly improved my job search, improved what I thought of cloud, because Google bread and butter is search engine optimization. The way for the career development, how they more clearly define what the cloud job is, helped me so much. I didn't know what a customer engineer was. I didn't know what a partner engineer, site reliability expert, technical account manager, uh, all of these jobs that they throw out there. Google Cloud, this program truly succinctly define what the job entails. I am forever grateful for that, because now when you apply for the job, you know exactly what you'll be doing. The same with the mentoring session. I got 2 informational interviews. One with someone who's like a delivery manager, and then another person who is actually cloud engineer. It was great. I did a blog series. I still do one called GCP Jumpstart. Uh, it's on carlajenkins.com to issue 34. But I just chronicle my job. I chronicle the whole program from the start, when you have the bi-weekly, which is every 2 weeks, sessions with the GCP, like cloud engineer and the program staff. And then you had, for me, I continued on with cloud development, and I continued on too with the mentoring. It really, really helped me, and it laid the foundation, as I mentioned, in 2020 GCP cloud digital leader. But the Google Cloud Jumpstart program was such a big deal. It matters. It really, really helped. I don't feel right now, given the cutbacks, that it is in 2023. I checked the site and it still said 2022. That's of January of this year. It's February at the end. I haven't checked it yet, but this was very pivotal and integral to my development, a professional. So the Google Cloud Jumpstart Associate, you also have 1 year to complete the certification. I actually didn't complete it because, for me, just me personally, because the one of the interviews in the mentoring told me, if you have cloud knowledge and cloud expertise, you don't have to take the associate cloud engineer. You can go directly to, professional cloud architect. And given it a the CDL, the cloud digital leader, and I already had knowledge and work experience in cloud, I was like, okay, that's something I will think about. But I am thinking about, in 2022, doing PCA, which is professional cloud architect. And then the next thing is getting accepted into cloud scholarship for CISSP. That 1,500 helped me so much. And it wasn't for me, like, my scholarship writing was very important. And once again, that's marketable technical writing skills. That's something that I would implore you to do if you're watching this video for cloud. Apply for work development scholarships. Apply for these job scholarships. That's something you can put on your resume. That's money that you're winning. That's money in your pocket in the way of financing, especially in these economically challenging times. It's very, very hard for people to get started. It's, for me, being able to just get started earlier in the pandemic, or even to 2022, to have the opportunities of getting free exam vouchers. It really changes it, because even the Microsoft fundamentals, that's $99. So that's nearly $100 I didn't have to pay. The associate and experts are $165. For with Microsoft, it's $100 for the certified cloud. Associates are $150. The professional is $300. Regarding AWS Community Builder, one of the potential perks is a free exam voucher. If you're going for solutions architect professional, that's a free $300. You can't bypass that. So, always put that on your resume. We're now going into 2022, where it came into this thinking, okay, I am good enough to be a cloud expert. And story time, as I mentioned in the beginning, I started in 2019 through Ohio Means Jobs, Cuyahoga County with AWS training. They had given me 4 trainings. I had the certified cloud practitioner, certified solutions architect, associate, sys admin, and solutions architect professional. I would definitively say that in 2019, I did not have the skill set to pass the solutions architect professional. Now in 2023, I do. In 2022, I believe I did too. But it takes you 3 years, 4 years to get to that space. And I bring up this point because if you've been following me on a career trajectory, my LinkedIn, my most recent article, issue 49, I talked about how one of the people I work with, he was running a free boot camp, and he was talking about how people who had the solutions architect professional certification could not do the basic cloud work. That's what this is. This is, okay, I know how to master, pattern analysis. And so I pass it and then I don't know it. And I wouldn't be in that predicament. I've been in that predicament before, and it's not very good to not have the skill set. So I wouldn't be in that predicament as a solutions architect professional, because I would have 4 years of experience, hand-on experience. I know how to do cloud. I know how to do networking. I actually knew about networking before entering cloud. And that's one of the reasons why I was able to pass the Azure network. I passed it the first time. And that's, for me, is still the hardest associate exam I've ever taken. But that's because I had the experience. So for 2022, there's not as much, but becoming a cloud expert, that was confirmation that I belonged in this industry. I took the SC100, which is Microsoft Certified Cybersecurity Architect Expert, beta exam, May of 2022. I passed. I got my July 8th, 2022. And it just crystallized like all of the work, a combination of, 3 years then of like consistent work helped me get to where I was at with the certified cyber architect. It also feels good from a beta exam perspective to be one of the first people to get the certification. So that was pretty cool. Just being like the best in cybersecurity. My cybersecurity is based in statistics, and anomaly detection based on standard deviation. There's 3 standard deviations, positive and negative, and within the 2 standard deviations is 95.5. So anomaly detection is essentially to tell in both positive and negative, 2.5% on each side. And it's an easier transition for me, especially since with statistics, everything is normally out of 100 or at least 99.7. But yeah, that was huge for me. It kind of was like, okay, I'm really a cloud expert. I really earned this. I then flipped that into petitioning ISC squared to accept the SC100 on its CISS approved credential list. So you have a work requirement. You have you can either get sponsored by a fellow CISSP, or you can come up with 5 years full-time cybersecurity work experience, as the approved credential list will knock off 1 year. Well, they had Microsoft 365 Enterprise Expert, but they didn't have Cybersecurity Architect Expert, and I petitioned the inclusion because when it had Enterprise Expert, it had cybersecurity in there, and that's the basis of CISSP. It also has Cyber Architect. As a cybersecurity architect is one of the main audiences for the CISSP. and it's an expert level cert. They agreed and they added this. In addition to that, they also added SC 200, which is security operations, and SC 300, which is identity and access management administrator associate. Unfortunately, they removed the Microsoft 365 expert, enterprise expert in 2022. And as of this year, I believe in June of this year, Microsoft will retire the Microsoft 365 enterprise expert. I believe they replaced that with another exam. However, that's what happened with that. But petitioning, I felt all good because I was able to have effective change. And I feel that that combined with the next thing of accomplishment of 2022 helped me along, which was passing my ISC Square certified in cybersecurity. As of right now, February 27, 2023, ISC Square is still running its 1 million certified in cybersecurity promotion, where you can become a candidate. And once you become a candidate for free for a year, you qualify to receive the online self-paced exam learning and a certification voucher, and you have an exam retake. That's great. However, in my video, I also talked about how that's not enough, and some other free and paid resources you can use to supplement it. However, taking the fundamental certification gave me two things. One, I learned about the format. You have to appear in person. So I had to find a test center. And then number two, once you make your final answer, you cannot go back. Because as of right now, I believe the CISSP exam fee is $899. I'm not paying $900 to learn that lesson. If you're going for the CISSP, I do recommend this, especially if you don't have another ISC Square certified in cybersecurity. I will be getting my CISSP this 2023, but that last year really helped me, and leads to what I'm talking about now, that we're in 2023, January of this year, participating in a beta workshop for ISC Square. Like I mentioned, I believe my passing the certified in cybersecurity, my technical training and exam writing expertise, along with the petitioning for inclusion of SC 100 to the CISSP approved credential list, was a reason for my selection in the beta workshop, which was good. It also gave me background knowledge again about like formulating questions, the strategies you have to use, and just more professional experience. And then finally, today, celebrating day 1000 of 100 Days of Cloud, I would like to thank Bargender for saying, this is SMART goals, because it really is. It's, everything that I was doing was measurable. Not just the certifications, the work, continuous improvement, going from in 2020, fundamentals, so associates in 2021 to expert in 2022, and now just being able to go even further than that and just be where I'm at 2.5 years later of dedication, doing something every day towards a goal, and the results are there. I'm very happy I did not stop at day 100. If I stopped at day 100, I wouldn't even have had the artificial intelligence fundamentals, which is AI 900, because that I believe was like in November. So I'm very happy that I continued, because it gave me all of the skill set that I needed. I would have never had AWS Community Builder. Hopefully I get into year 3. I got selected for something else that I will be talking about once I'm able to. But just all of the programs I got in, the job opportunities I got, and especially with the pandemic of 2020, everyone moved to cloud computing, and to be out in front of that from 2019 until that was something that mattered, because I wasn't starting over from scratch. I actually had the experience. So what's next for me? I think I'll continue the process. I may not be posting regularly, like my 100 Days of Cloud of every 25-day interval. or every month in a row, but I'm going to continue to learn and to do more, because I think one of the things I wanted to do was become an AWS community hero, or a hero either in content, solutions architect, or even infrastructure, or possibly machine learning. But I do see myself being that, because just being able to continue to make effective, help as many people as possible with my content in my YouTube channel. And as a certified technical trainer and technical writer, that's something that I love doing. And I thank everybody, thank all of you for watching this video, being a part of it, my journey along the way. It matters so much, as I mentioned before. Check me out on carlarjenkins.com. You can get in touch with me for IT, cloud, and project management, full-time remote and DC opportunities at carlarjenkins.com/contact. Also, check out my LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/Carla Jenkins. So thank you, everybody, for taking out the time to watch this video. 100 days, 1,000 days down, even more to go. Thanks for the support, and I'll see everybody in the next video. Have a wonderful day.